Hi, what's up, YouTube? I have a DM on IG, right? I do check my DMs from time to time. And some guy messaged me saying, "Hey, Barful, I made a channel about self-improvement. I made 2 videos and people from my school are making fun of it daily. Did you deal with that, man? And when you started that channel, by the way, I'm 15. I know I'm not that old to help people, but I like doing it, okay? So people making fun of him at school. I'm taking it some of it might be about him being 15. So I'm gonna address people's opinions and not care what people say. Then I'm gonna address your age and you enjoying helping people out. Okay. First things first, bro. Let me put my phone over here for a moment. Bun people's opinions, bro. Genuinely bun people's opinions. I cared about people's opinions a lot. And it's never done anything good for me. Like, legitimately never done anything good for me. And I'll address it. For example, I used to be in a cult. I found out the cult was false 8 months before I actually left the cult. 8 months. Because I cared about those people's opinions. I wouldn't leave it even though I knew it was wrong and whatever and this and this and that. Because I cared about those people's opinions. I was like, yo, what would they think of me? Let me at least let them try convince me at least, and maybe I'll see if I can stay in it, right? Or whatever. I cared about a lot of their opinions. What would they view me as? Because if I could have just not cared. I could have just left and they would have kicked me out because I started boxing. But I cared about their opinions so that they knew that actually, I knew this was false based off the Bible. Let me leave and hopefully those people can see that I'm a genuine person. That didn't do anything. They still see me as a horrible person for leaving the cult. They still demonize me. Me caring about their opinions did nothing but waste 8 months of my life, and mess up my mental health, man, for ages after that. Not only just for those 8 months, but for the time after that. Goodness gracious me. So me caring about their opinion didn't mean anything, didn't do anything for me. I used to want to I used to want to have a YouTube channel when I was a kid. When I was 18, I literally, no, 18, when I was 14, I was recording videos. So a lot of my videos, when you see me training, obviously there's pictures of me when I was like 9 and 10 and whatever. Actually, there's pictures of me when I was 10, but the videos start when I was 14. The reason is because that's when I actually wanted to have a YouTube channel. So I used to record, and I simply didn't post things on a channel. I simply didn't make the channel because I cared about the opinions of some people in school. Now, those weren't people who genuinely mattered to me. Those were people who, to be honest, I didn't even like, and I've never spoken to since, right? But their opinions mattered so much to me back then. And the reality is, now I've got like a handful of people whose opinions matter, people who mean so much to me, right? Like, so if they said something, I'd actually trust that they're saying out of, care. And their opinions matter to me. Anyone outside of that circle don't mean nothing, because look at what it did to me, man. I held back on making a YouTube channel back then. Obviously, I still don't understand everything with YouTube. I'm still not optimizing my channel 100%, but I've been on YouTube almost 3 years. Imagine if I'd started posting when I was 14. I would have been at the point I'm at right now when I was 17. Imagine that. But I let people's opinions affect me, okay? And I regret it. I genuinely regret it. I regret letting people affect my decisions, letting caring about people affect my decisions. When I started boxing, okay, I'm quite a muscular guy. I train calisthenics. I don't bodybuild. I have dabbled into it, but I'm not a bodybuilder. I like more so just training calisthenics. I like strength building, whatever. Cool. When I started boxing, I was self-conscious that people would mock me for having a buff physique. I was self-conscious, like, oh, nah, like, because obviously I'm new. I'm not going to look good at boxing, right? I've seen comments of bodybuilders box. And I was like, I'm not going to look good at boxing, and then they're going to think I'm some bodybuilder because I've got muscles, and then I'm going to get clowned. So when I went into the boxing gym, I wore big ass, baggy, like triple XL, or probably double XL. I don't know if it even goes up to triple, but big ass, long t-shirts basically, right? To cover my gains. Literally, when I go to the gym, because I didn't want people to see what I looked like, and I tried to just mellow behind the corner or whatever, like behind the back, wherever, just not be in the forefront. And there was some hot days, man. I remember there was the hottest day last year where everyone was taking off their shirts because it was hot. We only had like an hour session. It was that hot. and I was still wearing my big ass t-shirt. Still wearing it. I was sweating just because I cared about other people's opinions of me. All right, that's it. Just because I cared about their opinion of me, I was going through that heat and just struggling. But nah, I don't care about people's opinions on me anymore. Because what did I do to me? I was out here sweating. I could have got like, I don't know. I could just, it was not good for my health, clearly being that hot. But I cared about their opinions. I don't care anymore. You know, I walk in a tank top. You know, I still don't go shirtless though, because I do somewhat care about people's opinions. But I still, you know, I train in a tank top. I if it's hot type thing, and yeah, you know, letting people's opinions affect you will do nothing but hold you back. You will never hear someone be like, "Oh, I became successful because I cared about my haters. I cared about their opinions." No, you're always gonna have haters, bro. Like great boxers, great people in life. Martin Luther King still has haters after he's dead. There's people literally saying that because he was unfaithful with his wife's knowledge. They're saying that, does that really make him a great person, right? People like Malcolm X had haters. He was killed by his haters, right? People like, it was unalived. I hope YouTube, anyway. People like Anthony Joshua is a great example. This guy is an amazing boxer. Like for real, maybe not an amazing boxer, but an amazing athlete. I'll say that. And he didn't have the greatest past, right? But he's been working on his image. He's been working on not even just his image, how he's behaving, right? And this guy has been great 99.9% of his career. He had one slip up after the Usyk fight, the second Usyk fight. Now, fair dues, it was quite a significant slip up. But guess what? What happens if I just write it? But guess what? Everyone was clowning the guy. Everyone was saying, "Oh yeah, you know what? This is his true colors." No one cared about how good he was before then. They were like, "Oh yeah, these are his true colors. What a horrible, he's arrogant, all of this, blah, 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 blah. He's an egotistic, whatever. He's a narcissist." He made one slip up. The guy is clowned for being a bodybuilder instead of a boxer, right? And when he decides to box as a clean, purist boxer, guess what? They're like, "Oh man, he's not as good as when he was brawling back in the day." Now, fair dues, that might be a point, right? But obviously he's looking after his brain. But my point is they're hating regardless. Muhammad Ali. Actually, let me not even bring up Muhammad Ali. Who else I'd hate? Floyd Mayweather. He had a whole bunch of haters. Francis Ngannou. Yo, right now, Francis Ngannou is fighting Tyson Fury, the Gypsy King. And people are mocking it, going, how you got the heavyweight champion of boxing versus the former UFC champion? And my problem with that is, he couldn't even fight when he was in the UFC. He wasn't able to. That's why he left. Right? That's why he left. So you guys being like former as if that's some form of hate, right? Like, oh wow, former champion, to diminish the guy. I don't even understand that, right? But long story short, the main reason I'm bringing up Francis Ngannou is this is a great guy. This guy came from the literal bottom. We flex people like, oh yeah, this guy came from the bottom. LeBron James worked hard, or Shaquille O'Neal, all these people. This guy came from dirt. This guy was literally in dirt, mining sand, right? And he made it from there, and he still has haters. You're always gonna have haters. Always. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you do, you're gonna have haters. That's a sign that you're prevalent enough, right? So let this, even these people at school who are hating on you, bro, let this just be practice for when you eventually make it. Just let this be practice, okay, cool, people are hating on me. They're gonna hate on me eventually anyways, Just let it be practice, because you're gonna have to get used to it. Not bad people get hated on. Like, bad people do also get hate, don't get it twisted, but both good and bad people. No disrespect to John Jones, but, his character is not the greatest character, outside of fighting, or even in the ring, let's be honest. And he receives hate. And guess who else receives hate? Daniel Cormier. He's not the same type of person, but he still receives hate. People will always receive hate. Whether you're good or whether you're bad, you're always going to receive hate. So bun it. As for your age, I know you're 15 and you say you enjoy this. Bro, if you enjoy it, keep doing it, man. Yes, you're 15. You're not 35. But first of all, if you were 35 and you might have all this wisdom and knowledge, or maybe you're 45 and you have all this wisdom and knowledge, people would be clowning you, saying you're too old, okay? They're always going to clown you. But as for you being 15, bro, there's no problem with that, bro. Like, I'm 21. I'm only 6 years older than you, bro. The advice I put on my page is advice that I myself would benefit from. That's all it is, bro. Advice that I myself would benefit from. Or the advice that I myself have benefited from. I just look, whenever I think of a script, of a topic, I just go, okay, like, I'm making a video soon about confidence, right? As in, to become confident, you need to become competent, or to have high self-esteem. That's something that affected me, right? Self-confidence, my own self-confidence was affected through competence. So I make videos that affect me. I'm only 21. There's going to be people with way more wisdom than me that have lived longer than me, but the things that have helped me out are definitely going to help other people in the same situation. The video I dropped yesterday on your surroundings, the reason I touched on music is because that affected me as well. Of course, I still listen to like wholesome music, and I've been listening to that, like J. Cole, Jordan Lucas, Nas being my favorite rapper. But I still have listened to some degenerate music, and not even just degenerate, some straight up evil music, man. Talking about murders, all of that, right? And I realized that, is this the type of energy I want in my life? Even sometimes the TV shows I was watching, was this the type of energy I would want in my life? Was this what these TV characters, they're funny as heck, but would I really want to spend time with these characters? Are they bums or are they successful people? And I was like, you know what? They're bums. I don't want to spend time with them. Let me watch my surroundings, because that's the energy I'm letting into my mind. And then I make a video on it, and then some people like it, some people don't. But it is what it is. Those who like it, it benefited them. It genuinely benefited them. So yet again, you're 15. Yeah, cool. I might not relate to all the things you say on your videos, but there might be a clip that I might relate to, or there might be a clip that a 14-year-old relates to. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, keep enjoying. Like, bro, some people might say you're not qualified to speak on certain topics. But bro, listen, you just speak on your own experience, self-improvement. As long as you're living that life, as long as you yourself are on self-improvement yourself, bro, you speak on whatever topics you want to. Don't let anybody discourage you from that. So I hope you continue with your channel. I hope you send me the link. I got you on IG. My voice recording wasn't working for some reason. The mic wasn't connected. I don't know what was going on, but I hope you send me the link to your YouTube channel, and yeah, I'll check out your videos. Anyway, it's Be for Flex, and I'm out.